Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dr. Jared Vasquez, and this is the post BKFC 6 show. So this is the post Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 6 show. Oh, that's a long name. Let's start with the energy of the day. Let's talk about the energy of that fight show. Today, I was not doing any doctoring in the fight show. I was just, as a fan, having fun in the fight show. And let me tell you something, guys. The energy of bare knuckle fighting is very reminiscent to the early UFCs. That whole building in the Tampa Fairgrounds was electrified. It felt different. I mean, I've been to UFCs and I've doctored UFC Fight Pass shows, and the energy is pretty good, but it feels more like just a standard sporting event. I don't know if you guys get my drift, just like a baseball game, like a basketball game. But with bare knuckle fighting, it was a bit different. It had that early UFC vibe to it, and it's awesome. The whole building was electrified. So if you have a chance to go to one of the cards, BKFC cards, go, because it's completely different. It's a completely different vibe. But let's jump to what really matters, which is the three main fights, which is the Johnny Bedford versus Reggie Barnett Jr., Chris Lieben versus Dakota Cochrane, and of course, Paulie versus Artem. So let's start with the Johnny Bedford fight. Johnny Bedford, Johnny Bedford took it to Reggie Barnett Jr. from the get-go. You know that they have that gimmick, the toe the line, those two lines in the middle of the BKFC ring, and they stand there toe-to-toe, and that's where they start. Johnny Bedford put it on Reggie from the beginning, and I thought Reggie was gonna take this fight, but Johnny Bedford was brutal, hence his nickname, Brutal Johnny Bedford. He really resounded on that choice of nickname, so that was a good thing. It was a brutal battle. It was a 5-round decision, but Johnny Bedford put him down twice in the first round, and I think on the second round or third round he put him down again. So it was a pretty clear win for him. He gets the belt at 155. So it's going to be cool to see. We see the first champion pretty much in BKFC in the 155 pound weight class, which in combat sports is kind of the more in MMA is the most exciting. Not like the heavyweight, which is the most coveted and the most respected, but the most exciting. Let's be real, it's at 155. So seeing Johnny Bedford as the face of the 155 pound division over there in bare knuckle fighting championships, it's cool. It's cool to see him win, and he's super exciting. He had that crowd going. Jumping to the next fight, the Chris Lieben and Dakota Cochrane. They're two good fighters, but they were plotting into each other and clinching, and there's this awkward clinch that ensues in bare knuckle fighting, where it's almost like you can get a 1-2. Getting a 3-punch combo is almost impossible. It's you 1-2 and clinch, 1-2 and clinch, and everybody's doing those awkward kidney punches. So to get a really crisp shot in, it looks like it's very difficult to get a multi-shot combo in and out. It's not refined there yet. More athletes will come now, because after what I saw tonight, more athletes are going to be moving to bare knuckle, most definitely. That building was packed, and that means that the fighter pay is going to get better, and the opportunities are going to grow. So it's exciting. It's a new sport within the combat sports universe. Let's go to the main event. Artem Lobov versus Paulie Malignaggi. When those two started making their walk, that place went wild. It went crazy. Paulie looked lean. He looked lean. Paulie Malignaggi looked lean, looked sharp. His abs, he was in shape. He looked like the old self, but once that bell rang, so tentative. He was jabbing to the body constantly and moving out and circling back. He connected once or twice on Artem, nothing seriously. He could have countered with more hooks. Artem just did what Artem does. He plotted forward, and it was a 1-2, 1-2, or a 1-3, or a 1-4. So it was simple combos, but he pieced them up. I mean, let's pull up a picture of Paulie Malignaggi right there. There's a big cut right there in the middle of the orbital, superior orbital ridge right there, and over his right eye, there's an orbital cut. So there's, a cut around as, the knuckle hit. So he was a mess. So the interview at the end, he was talking that Artem, he was telling the interviewer that, hey, if I'm honest, he only hit me once. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, if he made all those cuts with one hit, he might definitely have, 12 knuckles in one fist, because he cannot do that, Paulie, with just one hit. Artem won a decision, but it was particularly not an exciting fight. It was, it increases the stock of Artem in, because it's a big name, but it wasn't that exciting. I walked out in the last round just so I could be out of there. So all in all, BKFC was dope. It was dope. It feels naughty. It feels different, and it's only gonna get better. We're 6 events in, so hopefully next time I'm gonna be in next to the ring, because I have some quarrels with the physician that was running the show this time around. So no pen light. I mean, no pupil checks. Just one bag of ice that was being recycled over and over again. So there's some things that can get better. I'll make them better. So hopefully you guys get a sense of my experience there. I'm gonna post a complete blog of my my day at BKFC 6 tomorrow morning, but I wanted to put down a little video, with the fight analysis and a quick commentary. So thank you for your attention, and thank you for blowing up my channel in the last couple of weeks. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to keep putting out quality content. BKFC 6. Excellent. It was awesome. If you guys have a chance to go to a bare knuckle event, do so. Thank you guys. Remember, follow me, share, hit the bell, all those things that YouTubers say, but for my channel. Thank you.